Hello guys, welcome to the second episode of my in-game leader series. Today we're going to be talking about economy. So, economy in CSGO is the in-game currency that allows you to buy the weapons and utility you need for that round. And as an in-game leader, you're going to need to know economy like at the back of your hand really, because games are won and lost because people don't know proper money management. You are going to need to know when to save and also when the other team are going to be saving. As you can see on screen now, I have created a simple picture that shows the amount of money awarded on a win or a loss of a round. The first thing that you see is the round loss bonus, and this is the amount of money awarded to the losing team after the round is finished. After the first loss you receive $1,400, that's the standard amount of money awarded after a round has been lost. So after the first loss you receive $1,400, second loss you receive $1,900, third loss you receive $2,400, fourth loss is $2,900, then every round after that gets you $3,400. Obviously what you need to keep in mind is if you win 3 rounds in a row you will be receiving $2,400, but then if you win after that round and then lose again, you reset back to $1,400. Also in the picture I've included a explanation of the money received if the bomb is planted. So if you're on terrorist side and you plant the bomb and it explodes, you receive $3,500 for that round. And obviously if you're on counter-terrorist side and the bomb is planted and you defuse it, you receive $3,500 for winning the round as well. But on both sides, if you win the round from killing the other team, and so that means there's no bomb plants at all, you only receive $3,250. And obviously if the bomb is planted for the terrorist side, each person gets an extra $800 for the bomb plant. So this is kind of where you've got to have a good strong hold on counter-terrorist, purely because you don't want to be letting the terrorists get a big economy or a bigger economy than what you have. Because if you think about the amount of money that can be awarded to the terrorist side after one round, and what I mean by that is if the terrorists win by explosion, they get $3,500 for the round plus $800 for the bomb plant, so that nets them $4,300. And if say you had to fully force on the counter-terrorist side there, and you're all knocked down to say, let's just say around about $1,000, because you know 2 people had to drop the 2 other teammates, you were receiving $1,400 for that loss. So you'll be on around about $2,400, which isn't enough to buy, and then that puts you into an eco situation where you're going to have to save for the next round, because the next round will be awarding you $1,900. But then that $1,900 added to the $2,400 you'll be having around only equals $4,300, which is just enough for an M4, an armor, and you'll be able to get a flash. Or if you just cut down and you get just Kevlar, you can probably get a flash and a smoke. But depending on the situation, this also means you might not have an AWP in play, which could be bad for say cash on mid. Alright, so that's it for round loss bonuses. Let's start talking a little bit more about money management now. So what I mean by money management is, as an in-game leader, you're going to need to know when you need to save to buy for the next round, or need to know when the opposition are going to be saving. And that just comes down to experience really. For a basic example of money management, let's just take the pistol round into consideration. So you start in T side, you win the first pistol round, so you've now got the 1-0 advantage. What do you do then? You now have to think about the other team. So you start off with $800 on the pistol round. Let's say 4 people on the other team buy Kevlar, so that drops them down to $150. One person buys a kit for $400 and a smoke for $300, so that leaves them with $100. So they've got around $150. If you get an absolute clean sweep and you don't lose a single person on terrorist side, the counter-terrorists only receive $1,500. Well, they receive $1,400, but it puts the total up to $1,550. And obviously vice versa, if you get a clean sweep as a counter-terrorist side, the terrorists only have $1,550 to buy for next round. So now you need to be thinking, what are the counter-terrorists going to buy? Are they going to force up with 5.7s or CZ? Are they going to rush somewhere? Are they going to get P250s and a flash to flash the team out? What are they going to be doing? Like for example, if I'm on counter-terrorist side, I tell my team to stack one site, force buy and stack one site, except for one person who will fully eco because I want him to get an AWP on the 4th round. And that's what you need to keep in mind as a counter-terrorist. You're saving or buying for the 4th round. Obviously this is an exception if you've won the pistol round, this is just if you lose the pistol round. So you've lost the pistol, you've forced up second round, you've lost the force buy, now you're into the third round. This is where you full eco. Do not buy a single thing, just keep your USPs, go back to stacking a site like you did on the second round and just hope and pray you can get a few kills. So that round's now over, you're onto the fourth round, which is the first gun round. And as a counter-terrorist, if you've lost the pistol round, this is a very, very crucial round. You really need to win it. And in a best situation, you're going to want to be winning it with 3 to 4 people alive, because if you've won the round but you've only kept 2 people alive, them 2 people have to drop a gun to, 2 other teammates, and one has to do a really bad buy. And once again, this is where money management comes back into it, because if you've had to drop the guns on the 5th round because you've won the 4th, which was the first gun round, you then need to think, right, I've just dropped 2 guns, 2 people on my team are only going to have 1,000, and then the other 3 are going to fully buy. So you're going to have between like 0 to 1,500, and as you can expect, if you lose that round, you're only going to have between less than 2,000 or around about 2,500, 600, which obviously isn't enough money to do a full buy. So that's when then you go into the eco and hope that you can just try and get a few frags, maybe save a weapon. So now you know all that information. If you put it into context of the terrorist side, so you've won the first 3 rounds, you then lose the gun round, so now as the in-game leader you've got to be thinking, right, they're going to have to drop weapons to have a good buy or an average buy. So if we win this round, we've got them on an eco round, a hard eco round. So that is the basics of economy as an in-game leader and what you need to take into consideration when going into a game. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I also hope that it helps out in any situation. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe for more content coming soon to my channel.